Huge third quarter, Coach, for you, 35 points. What was the difference coming out of the locker room for you guys?
Well, I thought we certainly did a better job defensively, getting back and stop keeping that team in front of us. And of course, you're making shots. That helps. We had a big third quarter. We were able to force some misses and get out and get to our pace. And as I mentioned, it always helps to make shots.
Hey, the first 7 minutes of the ball game, Brook Lopez had 13 points, but he finished with 23, so you held him to 10 points the rest of the way. What was the big adjustment on him that slowed him down?
Well, they've been playing good basketball, and their two bigs have been playing, really good basketball here lately. They play inside. Randall has just been a monster, posting up and driving to the basket. You have to respect, their three-point shooting. So a lot of times those guys are getting single coverage. I thought they caught us a couple of times deep post position in that first quarter. We made an adjustment and went with Booker on Lopez. Did a nice job of just getting him off the block and holding his ground. And we mixed up some of our coverages with Randall. But, they pretty much got deep post position and was able to score first quarter.
Nate, talking to you at practice yesterday, had the impression that you would continue starting Corey Joseph. The point guard, was there a change of mind today? Or?
Well, Miles was coming back.
So you felt like Collison should start with that lineup?
Yes.
Okay, why is that?
That's because that's the lineup we've been starting all season long.
Okay, so you got back to your original starting lineup.
Yes.
What does Collison bring? What changes on offense when he's
I think with the two lineups, our scoring has been up, but we looked again like that old team that gave up 37 points in the first quarter with that lineup. And with Corey starting, our defense has been better. So basically what I wanted to do was Miles was coming back, get DC back in the starting position, and I wanted to get Corey coming off the bench to match him up with Thomas tonight.
Darren had a turnover-free game tonight, probably leads the NBA in assist-to-turnover ratio now. What is that important to you? Can you talk about his
Absolutely. And that's part of with that group. I like the rotation we had. Where we had a 9-man rotation. I went back to that tonight, and trying to get Darren and Corey and Victor, Lance, those guys on the floor together. But no question, we were in the top 5 in turnovers because of Darren handling the ball early in most of the season. So he does a good job of taking care of the ball. We get attempts at the basket, and he shoots and scores. It gives us another option when he's out there with Victor.
When you shorten the rotation, that allows you to get more minutes for Lance, and he seemed to reward you with the game tonight. Do you feel like he plays better when he gets more than 14, 15 minutes?
Well, I don't know, but I've just felt like trying to play 10 guys. I felt like these guys were trying to go in there and get 20 minutes in 15 minutes. And, so I thought they were pressing. And I just, felt we need to get back to maybe a 9-man rotation. It's tough to play 10 guys. And, our young guys will need to stay ready. Similar to tonight, Al went from starting a night ago to playing 7 minutes tonight. So everybody just needs to stay ready. We're going to try to put these guys in position where they can take advantage of what they do on the floor. And some nights we may have to play 9, 10, 11 guys. Some nights we'll go with 9.
And Glenn dropped out of the rotation. Did you have to explain that to him or talk to him about that?
I have not talked to him about that, but we will. I will address. I basically said that to him when he first came back, and I've said that to the team that there are going to be some nights where, some guys who are in rotation may not play because of matchups.
Nate, in the third quarter defensively was one of the keys. It looked like you were able to jump their passing lanes a little bit more, create some things out of transition. Was that something that you discussed or something the players just picked up on their own?
Well, we want to be a team that pressure, get up and get underneath guys. I thought we did a better job of staying square on them and not giving up penetration. They were just attacking the paint in that first half and certainly that first quarter. When you square it up and you keep the ball in front of you, it limits you in rotation. You're not out there scrambling. And if teams are making shots over the top, which is what we talk about all the time, then you have to live with that. But when you're giving up penetration, forcing the defense to collapse, or you double team in the post, the defense is collapsing and having to rotate. NBA teams now will punish you. And we did a better job of getting those bigs off the block so we didn't have to double team. And we did a better job of squaring up and keeping the ball in front of us.
Dunks can be a dime a dozen in the NBA, but Victor's putback dunk tonight was really a catalyst for your team. I mean, could you feel that on the sideline that was really maybe a turning point in this game?
Well, I think those types of plays gives the team energy. Those are momentum plays. It gets the crowd into the game, and I did feel that, we were aggressive. We were the aggressors at that point, and he didn't, stand out on the perimeter. He finished the play by going in and, throwing one down. So I love those plays. I think those are plays, we talk about we need to make both offensively and defensively.
You may have already talked about Miles, but it didn't look like he had been away for any time, and he played aggressively his first game back. Has he made a sort of a mental adjustment as far as physical to you, Nate, the way he's kind of plays his All-Star break?
Well, he, was a game time decision, and I needed to rotate him early because he hadn't played in a couple of days and he was a little winded. But he's just toughing it out. He's growing up, and again he had a big offensive rebound, offensive putback tonight. Something that we've seen the last couple of weeks when teams are switching. And they have those small guys, we tell our bigs, if you can't get it in the post, pound them on the boards. And he's doing a better job of attacking the offensive glass and making plays for us. That's another play, which is what you was talking about, that we need to make. And, not just, spread or I didn't get the ball and I have a matchup. There are other things you can do, and he's doing those things.
Nate, a point of clarification for Domas, is it a high or low ankle sprain?
It's a low.
It's low. And what were the results of his MRI?
They were negative.